Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Xochitl. If you are new here, don't forget to hit that subscribe button so you can keep up with all of my videos. And today I just wanted to do something quick, easy, a chit chat get ready with me because I finished work and just quickly getting ready to hang out. Normally I probably wouldn't do makeup, but I was like, I kind of want to film something. It's been a while. I know, kind of been slacking in September, so let's pick it back up in October. But I figured let's just kind of do a quick video, but kind of like my chill fall vibes. Make up something really quick and easy that you can kind of just slap on your face. So I've already gone ahead and primed my face using the e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer, and we put on our brows quickly because nobody wants to see that. And actually, I have really not gone into the salon to do my brows and it's been a while. But I've just been trying to kind of pluck around in general and maybe like trim down a little bit. If anybody has tips for like correctly trimming, maybe I have to like Pinterest that to see officially, so I'm not like really messing up my brows, but it's been okay. I think just in general I've been too lazy to go get them done. And I feel like not the last time that I went, but before, when I was going to wax my brows, I'm going in because this is a chill look with my Fenty Beauty Hydrating Foundation. Just want something not too heavy, but it's gonna make us look flawless. But yeah, I think it was one of the last times that I went to go wax my brows, which I don't tend to do. It was just honestly out of convenience. I just feel like she like trimmed a little bit too much, like definitely left them a little bit thinner than I would like. And I feel like this just happens more in general with the waxing. So I feel like when I did get them maybe threaded, they just kind of tried to follow that as much as possible, or like not as much hair had grown, because I personally go do my brows if I want to stay fresh AF. I try to do maybe every 2 weeks, every 3 weeks, because I am just like a chia pet. I just keep growing. I take after my father. I'm very, very hairy, unfortunately, in that aspect. So usually 2 to 3 weeks. I can push it with 1 month, but right now I'm definitely pushing it. But still, in general, I've just been, I guess, kind of just lightly trimming there, and I think maybe I'll go on Monday. We'll see how that goes. But I used to be really good in college about like just kind of keeping up every time one little hair would come out. But ain't nobody got time for that anymore. I can barely find time to like groom my face because, once again, I'm very hairy. I got my beard game going strong. Should do no shave November. But if anybody's interested in how I groom my beard, definitely let me know. But honestly, it's like, it's not too bad. But if I don't do it in a while, I'm like, that foundation, it's not going well. Because yes, even women, we are hairy. Some of us aren't as hairy. You are lucky, but I am. I've done a couple of different things, but for me, honestly, I just like, with, what is it? It's like that brow razor. Put some lotion. And honestly, I feel like I really like it because it is kind of like an exfoliant. And at the same time, I feel like it just gets rid of that dead skin. And it just kind of makes it a little bit smoother. I don't feel like it's grown back thicker. Works for me. But for the hairy girls out there, what do you do for the face area? And for like maybe maintaining brow grooming, because just more out of convenience. I'm not trying to be going every 2 weeks. You know, I got time like that. God, I forgot how much I miss this foundation. So I have honestly I've been playing kind of favorites, but I haven't done too many chill days. I've been doing maybe more like kind of going out, doing more, seeing more people maybe. So I really have been favoring the Anastasia Beverly Hills Luminous Foundation. Love it. Or even, actually no, those, I did a wing. I feel like usually when I do wing, it's not super chill. If I add on lashes, it's like, okay, a little bit more glammed up chill. But I don't know. I've just been liking that luminous look from the Anastasia. Also, another favorite currently, like I have just been obsessed with the CoverGirl, the True Blend Undercover Concealer. I love it. Like, especially for like a dewier foundation and more hydrating. Like, it just, I love the hydration underneath my eyes. And especially, I feel like I'm going to love it even more in the fall time. But I have so many hydrating luminous foundations to choose from now. I'm kind of curious how everything's going to look, though, once my tan fades. Am I going to have to get something lighter? Because I feel like this concealer is probably going to be my actual like skin tone shade.
Or I wonder if it'll be darker once I switch back. I should try it. I've been very good about trying the concealer with my newest summer foundations. But, ooh, Fenty Beauty, though. I love you. If you guys have not tried this Fenty Beauty Pro Filter Hydrating Foundation, I put it down just for a bit. I was obsessing, but then I was like, ooh, I put it down for a bit because I had so many other things. But, ooh, yes. Still love it. I'm going to go in with my NYX HD finishing powder, and I'm just once again gonna do the bare minimum on my eyes because I've also feel like I'm gonna have so many more favorites in October, but I've been obsessing over some of these fall lipsticks. Fall vibes everywhere. Got little unicorn blood red nails, and I just did my favorite fall lipsticks for 2019. I'll link that video down below if you guys haven't seen it, but I feel like I've almost kind of like discovered some new old favorites of mine, and I'm just like, why did I not try you more? And there's just so many other colors I want to try. Definitely feeling the browns, burnt oranges, and I feel like I definitely want to do that with my nails too. Really quickly, like I said, not doing much with my eyes, but this is a great kind of like fall palette, or even like summer too. I feel like I can go either way. The Colourpop Give It To Me Straight palette, you guys, I feel like a lot of like hot chocolate kind of vibes going on here. Nice and neutral. So I'm just gonna go in with, ooh, Truth Hurts. I'll love it even more now. I'm just gonna take a quick fluffy brush. I'm just gonna do that all over with my favorite Sonia Kashuk brush. I still have not tried the newest Sonia Kashuk brushes, but I don't know. They're a little bit more expensive. Like this was like $3, and it's like my favorite blending brush. They're a little bit more expensive. I feel like I do have a good amount of brushes. There's just not one where I'm like, yes, I need to try it. Or every time I feel like I always have it in my hand, and then I'm like, no. Or you can buy something else for $7 at Target that you haven't bought before. That, you know, something new to add to your collection instead of another eyeshadow brush. There's so many things at Target to buy, so it's like, ugh. As it is, things always add up. I've been very good these last couple times at Target though. Been very good where I've just honestly bought in the things that I need. And then I kind of want some more hot chocolatey, so I'm gonna go in with the shade Frank, and this is just gonna go right into my crease. Because yeah, super chill. I honestly pretty much just would have done like my bronzer shade, or my Milani, what is it, Mostly Love Mattes palette, and I just go in with that, just that one shade, and it's like, oh yes. But I don't know, I had a little bit of time. I wanted to do something a little bit different. I think I kind of did a look like this. Someone's like, hey, can you do that? I was like, this is so simple, but okay, I will. I don't know when, but I will, so here it is. Just doing that here, because sometimes some of the simplest looks, people are like, hey, can you do that? I'm like, really? So I'll save it for like a chit chat get ready with me, like something simple. Just gonna take that underneath. But yeah, so basically I am done with work, and my friend Megan is gonna come over, and we're gonna do some premature wedding planning stuff. Just kind of look at everything and kind of see what we gotta do. Gonna go in with a little bit of a mix of Matter of Fact and Downright for my lid. But yeah, for those of you who don't know, so Megan is one of my best friends, and she actually does wedding planning. A Low Epic Design, I've mentioned them here a couple of times. Super awesome. So I got super lucky on that one. So we're going to start that. I've already, because I'm crazy psycho, and it's me and Frankie's been together 10 years, I've already kind of done my like premature like rough draft of like 50 items, you know, to do, and timeline type of, you know, kind of get an idea of, you know, what to do. That's just the rough draft. And then even what we kind of did, because honestly one of the first things when thinking about a venue, it's like, well, how many people am I gonna invite? So we just kind of did a quick like list of like how many people, you know, to expect. So I was like, okay, this is my guest list. Frankie, tell me yours, friends, like family. And honestly, I think we did pretty good for like having a Mexican family. Like it wasn't that bad. I think we're looking at maybe around the 155, 175 range, which honestly I feel like, yeah, for like family wise, that's not too bad, because we're definitely trying to cut out kids, sorry, as much as possible. So that helps a lot. But luckily, like only one of my cousins has kids, and like for sure I'll be like, all right, kid, you can come through. But other than that, it's like, okay, we, you know, save on that. And honestly, I think I am just gonna become a real asshole these next 2 years, so you know, I can just, people can cut me out and then I don't have to invite them. I think that's gonna be my plan. It's gonna be a real jerk, and hopefully you just won't be my friend anymore, and I can lower the list, maybe cut like 50 more people out or something. Just gonna go in with my NYX matte liquid liner. I'm just gonna do a little line. I'm not gonna do a wing. We'll see what happens. But honestly, let me know. Actually, let me just do this wing first. Hold on. See, I already said wing. I'm pretty sure I said line, because we're not doing lashes. Next, I'm going to go in with my Fenty Beauty bronzer in the shade Private Island. But because me and Megan are going to be going over like wedding planning stuff, which I got lucky and scored a best friend who does this for a living. But then also, like I said, I've had time, and it's like I have been a bridesmaid in 3 weddings already. It's like not even fun anymore. But I feel like I've kind of seen, I've kind of have an idea. I feel like I've been Pinteresting things and reading on things in general. So like I kind of know what things can cost, maybe what you can trim off on, and let's see what else we can kind of trim off. But is anybody curious here? I know sometimes chicks do like my wedding planning, my wedding whatever topic videos on my channel. Is anybody interested in watching those type of videos? And if so, what topics? 'Cause I feel like I've never really watched any of these. I haven't. I'm curious now, but what if you want to see me talk about anything wedding related on here? And honestly, I think I might try to collab with Megan, Lil Epic, because I think they're interested in, maybe they want to do some podcasts over on their social media stuff, which would be cool. So like talking about like different topics, whether as and one of the ones that I like propose, whether we can do on her social media or on here. So for me, and let me know what your opinion is on this topic, because I know everybody's got an opinion about everything. But I'm curious, and I have my own opinion on it. Invites. Paper invites. I personally think it's a huge waste of money. I feel like it's definitely something I want to cut out more than anything, because it's like, who actually saves these? I've saved only like maybe 1 invite and 1 save the date that I know exactly where it's at for my friend. And the rest, I can't even tell you where those are at. I just feel like a lot of people don't save them. Raise your hand. Let me know, how many have you actually saved? If you're someone's like, no, you need to have paper invites, have you saved all of them? Don't judge them. But I feel like a lot of people don't. I feel like if anything, I would do a digital invite for everybody and maybe print out paper invites for like the parents, siblings, and you know, maybe the wedding party, people who are actually going to keep it. Sorry if you're somebody who I didn't keep your wedding invite for, whoops. But honestly, who keeps that? Do you have a box, a storage box? Do you have a storage unit for paper invites that you've kept for every single wedding and save the dates that you've been part of? Have you really though? So that's something like on my mind, because that you can save like what, $500 if not more, depending how bougie and how crazy you want to get with it, because I already know I'm like, if you give me the cheap and the expensive, I'm always gonna, my eye goes towards the expensive, was like, ugh. But of course I'm very good at balling on a budget. But still, I'm just like, that's an expense I really don't care for. So maybe like having a conversation podcast on that and some more like thoughts on it. What's the etiquette? It's, you know, 2019. Is that really a big thing? How do people go about it? Because there's a whole, you know, with like the older generation. But then again, a lot of Frankie's family who is older and lives in Mexico, they all have Facebook. So, you know, el Face, todos están en el Face, y mira lo que hizo, you know, Anita con su novio, and blah, blah, blah. Everybody's on Facebook. It's like, y'all can figure out Facebook, y'all can figure out, you know, wedding invites. So those are definitely like some topics like that. Maybe the topic of how do you do it when you have like the bride or the groom has divorced parents, because that's gonna be fun, and trying to include everybody in that and the stress that comes with that, aka my situation, you know. So different topics. So what would you guys be interested in hearing us talk about in the podcast, or in general their podcast, maybe with different brides and stuff like that? Maybe do you want to hear the guy's perspective on some stuff? Maybe we can include Frankie. What would you want to see here on my channel? So if you would like to see that stuff, let me know.
Maybe we can just get Frankie back on here. And I just keep bronzing my face because I can't stop. But I honestly think if you guys would like to see that, I'm totally open if we could make it fun, depending on, you know, maybe what it is. Because I know while there's a lot of stuff I'm kind of aware of, it's still like unknown because I've never actually gone like wedding scouting, you know, for this in general. So like finding venues in Chicago. FYI, I'm here in Chicago in case you don't know. But then also where to find a great wedding dress. It's not going to break the bank. Like, you know, you want it to be nice, but at the same time, I personally don't want to spend thousands of dollars on the dress. You know, I'd rather try to put more money into like a honeymoon or something like that. But I want a cute dress too. So how do we do that? How do we find that? Any suggestions? That's definitely what I'm looking for. I was like, first off, I don't know what type of bride. But then where, if you're in Chicago, where did you find your dress? If not from David's Bridal. Let me know if it was either David's Bridal, which I'm totally open to because I just feel like that's the easiest and probably most affordable. But if you found something more affordable, please let me know. Because if not, I feel like David's Bridal is going to be my go-to for like wedding dresses and like bridesmaid dresses. But, you know, share some things, your experience if either you just got married, you've been married here in Chicago, or maybe you're like you're just engaged and you're looking at stuff too because your girl needs some help. Just, you know, let's help each other out, make it easier. But we've got a while. Dang, I'm almost done. So Megan's coming over and we're going to do some chill wedding planning. We're going to have some wine and some Jewel chicken wings and taters. They're chicken wings. Who loves Jewel chicken wings? The honey wings. Jewel honey wings and some tater babies and a light Caesar salad with some wine because we classy like that. That's the type of wedding planning we do. So, but I still need my highlight when I have my chicken wings. We've got to glow. So I'm taking the Fenty Beauty Hustler Baby highlight. A go-to of mine. Kind of want to check out their other colors, but honestly for me this one works. Before I put on my mascara, I'm just going to go in with some... Should I use this? Yeah, just because it's close to me. Before I put on my mascara, I'm going to go in with some Tasha Luminous Dewy Skin Mist to go to Jewel. I've kind of maybe been liking it a little bit more, but I'm still not like, I need this in my life. Maybe it might not putting enough. Maybe is it too much? Oh, but look at that glow, though. Ooh, love it. Oh, I love this foundation so much. I think it's going to be my best friend. I know it's going to be my best friend in the fall time. Also, I wanted to, it's like sweater weather. It's fall officially in Chicago. It just hit on Wednesday. The last like Monday and Tuesday was like, I was sweating balls. I don't have balls, but they were sweating. And finally, Wednesday, it was that nice chill sweater and jacket. And I really wanted to put on my concha earrings, but I can't find them. The last time I wore them, I was really, really drunk, so I don't remember where I left them. So I was like, no, I got to buy a new pair. So I'm missing my concha earrings, but we got a nice sweater, and it is not pumpkin spice season. Sorry, basic bitches. Sorry. It's pozole season. It's time for tamales. That's what it's time for. I'm so excited. Going in, another current favorite I've been loving, the Grande Cosmetics Grande Drama Intense Thickening Mascara with Castor Oil. But I just love this one just to like thicken my lashes and just kind of lengthen them. I am definitely going to be so sad when I finish this one up. But pleasantly surprised, still alive and kicking. This has definitely been my, how many times can I say definitely? I'm so sorry. This has been my go-to when I don't wear false lashes. Going strong. I want to get back into some of my like old L'Oreal favorite mascaras because I do want to do a L'Oreal, my favorite products of L'Oreal products video. Give me a thumbs up if you guys want to see that, but that's definitely coming up. I'm between that and a Wet n Wild. Which one would you prefer to see first? If you're still here with me, I feel like I feel as though I'm talking about a lot of different topics. It's just like next, switch. I hope you guys are keeping up, but honestly, we're going to get a little zodiac-y, so if you don't like it, bye. But sorry, I love astrology so much, and I just love the people who are so into it, so we just talk astrology in astrological terms. It's like, oh, it's because she's an Aries, you know? Stuff like that. But I was thinking about it the other day, so my closest friends are primarily Geminis. I am a Gemini. and my closest friends are all Gemini, except for one is a Scorpio. And honestly, if it isn't Gemini, the other like zodiac signs that I tend to surround myself with, Gemini, Scorpio, and Libra. I think those are my favorites. Those are definitely the ones I like vibe the most with, and it's definitely, I keep saying definitely. Okay, we're just gonna let that dry. It's honestly just always a good time. I love Geminis, of course, we just have a good time. Scorpios, though, I love Scorpios. So my friend Patricia's a Scorpio, my cousin Elizabeth's Scorpio, and Frankie's a Scorpio. And I think what I really do enjoy from Scorpios is definitely their dark sense of humor. Like, I love it. It's like, oh, you dark, but like, ooh, I like that. And we can say things that people would be like, oh, that's so, like, they're so sensitive, you know. Sorry, I'm just an asshole Gemini. But I actually had this conversation with Patricia, and she's like, I've never, like, thought of you to, like, be an asshole, or, you know, like, I've never gotten that from you. But I was like, but she's like, I'm also not, like, super sensitive or easily offended. And so I feel like that works, because I feel like Scorpios aren't easily offended. And I feel like a lot of people are maybe a little bit afraid of Scorpios. But... and from the ones that I know, honestly, for me, I've just come to learn, and why I'm like okay with it is because Scorpios, they're not mean. They're just very blunt. They're very blunt, honest, and people don't like that. People get offended by that, but they're just being blunt. And people's like, oh, she's a bitch. It's like, no, she's not a bitch. She's blunt. Like, she's just being honest. She's just saying what nobody else wants to say, you know? Or he's just saying what nobody else, and are they wrong? No. Do you agree or not? But it's true. It's usually just like, no, they just speak truths. Like, okay, you know? And some people can't handle that. And then we have the lovely Libra. That is my sister, but like Geminis and Libras just get along really, really well. I think it's a good balance type of a thing. So I feel like, yeah, Geminis for sure. But I was talking with Patricia once, and I remember, because every time, like, it's her, me, my friend Mello, and Adriana, we're always kind of like hanging out. And sometimes if she like comes later, it's usually like right away. I feel like Geminis, we can just like get into the conversation. Like, you can just start a conversation and go from there. Hold on, let me wipe this off. I feel like Geminis, we just start a conversation, pick up where you left off, you just go from there, and then just keeps going next. And sometimes when she comes in, I was like, is she mad? Like, why does she seem kind of off? Like, she's being quiet? Like, what's going on? But then she usually like picks it up right away. And she's like, no, I don't know. I feel like I am usually maybe a little bit awkward, like, with the conversations. But I was thinking about it the other day, for, like, an outsider coming into maybe, like, a circle of Geminis, or, like, watching from the outside. I'm just like, that's kind of maybe, like, a little bit intense or intimidating, because it's, like, it's just a conversation. You have, like, 3 people, and then it's, like, Zoom, then that person, Zoom, then this person, then this person, this person. You know, like, we're just so quick with it and just keep going, kind of. It's, like, how do you insert yourself? So I was like, okay, I can kind of see that. I don't know if anybody else has ever kind of had that experience, but I was like, yeah, an outsider looking in on this. Or, like, I was hanging out with my friend Megan, who's also a Gemini, and, like, right away when we were just talking, it's like, and I just see, like, with my sister, like, what the hell? Like, I was like, yeah, this is normal. What are you talking about? And we'll text and, you know, DM message each other on Instagram until we, you know, kind of see each other, and we'll just start a whole new conversation. But that's just us. So I'm curious if anybody else has had that experience, or what's your astrological sign, and are you more like open? Can you get into it? But I think in general, I think that's why Gemini, Scorpio, and Libras, I feel like it's like you can kind of just pick up where you left off. I think those are my favorite relationships. But also Scorpios are as big of assholes as Gemini. So what's your least favorite astrology sign? And if you comment what your least favorite astrology sign, you have to say what you are, because then maybe it's going to make sense. And if you're going to be an asshole and say that, oh my God, I hate people who talk horoscopes and astrology, you better tell me when your birthday is or what your astrology sign is, because you're probably a basic lame Taurus, or logistic realist Aquarius. Let me know if my predictions were correct. But just, not to be a jerk. But sorry if you're a Taurus or an Aquarius. Some of them are pretty cool. Taurus, though, I don't know if I've ever been like, that's a cool Taurus. Sorry, you guys are really nicely grounded people. You're reliable with like money. You've got stability. That's great. Not exciting, but it's great. We need those people in life. I'm going to go in with the Flower Beauty Petal Pout Lip Liner. I probably got like minus 10 subscribers, and they were all Tauros. So what were we talking about with all these conversations? What did I start with? Where did we go to? And where did we end up in? I know where we ended up in was astrology. I feel like that's where most of my conversations end up in. But I'm just going to go in with the shade Toasted Truffle. This, with this lip liner. Oof, I love this for a simple, quick look. A nice like nude going into the browns for fall. Ooh, let me show you. This is Maybelline Toasted Truffle. Yeah, I have been falling in love with this color. If you are even more tan or deeper skin tone than me, I think it's gonna be like a great nude for you. This is like that nude. This is part of their Intimate nude line. So this is definitely a great nude for somebody. For me, it's like more of a pop, a brown nude. This is like my favorite fall nude so far. So I'm just gonna go in with the Fenty Beauty, take a little bit on my pinky, and we're just going to highlight that. Because we can't go into the grocery store without our inner corner highlight. The deli guy will judge me. To seal it all together, taking some Milani Make It Last setting spray. But yes, this is definitely one of my favorites from my favorite fall lipsticks of 2019. I'll probably put the video link up here or check the description box. But this is pretty much my quick go to the grocery store, buy some chicken wings, and a wine girl hangout night. If you need a nice chill fall look, definitely go for this. Super simple, super easy. Probably don't even have to do anything with the eyes. I probably wouldn't, but I was like, let me mix it up a little bit for you guys so it's not just that or not just me chit-chatting. Unless you do like that, that's totally fine. But of course, also let me know, do you guys want to see some sort of like wedding planning videos, wedding details, talking about more of that on my channel? And especially if you would like to, you know, hear some podcasts more about like specific wedding planning topics or situations that people usually get themselves in within like the wedding planning scenario. Or even I even suggested to Frankie, because they almost screwed him over, if your jeweler sends or ruins your proposal because they send a mail paper statement to the house that you share with your now fiance. Want to hear some more stuff about that from like a guy's perspective? Comment down below, leave some suggestions that we can kind of collab on here with me and Lil Epic Design. I think that'll be lots of fun, especially for those of you who have either already gone through it or going through, you know, this wedding planning items. But I hope you enjoyed this quick chit chat, get ready with me, and thumbs us up if you guys want to see some more. I know I was slacking a little bit in September, but I will be back in action for the fall. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you all next time.